got the new little Revo MGX Extreme. 128 grams this reel weighs, pretty unbelievable. 30-pound braid. Still a line capacity of, I think it's 14 pound, 120 yards or meters, might be meters on this one. 8:1 gear ratio. Little cork paddle handles, 128 grams this thing weighs. Pretty unbelievable. Little Rayrex banana bender, 5'6", and the Abu rod. And this one's got 50-pound leader. So what there is a little channel coming off this flats here, and they're just monitoring that little area, and they're eating it as it just comes over those little flats. There it goes. Let's get this one away. Hopefully there's no crocodiles up here. So little bubby ones. A lot of smaller fish up here at the moment. These ones have sort of still been coming from the wet season, even like the breeding size. So they've grown a fair bit since February or whenever we had it this year. So that'll be right. There he goes. Hopefully a bigger one. Oh yep, that's a better fish, slightly. Oh, he's fighting. Is that a jack? No, it's a bass, isn't it? Oh, he's fighting like a bloody jack. There he goes. Come up over here, mate. Got the drag backed off a little bit on this one. There he is. He's fighting alright. He's keen, he'd been all the way up here on these flats just to nail it. Just to nail that bait. So, oh, he's not a bad one. Let's pull this one down. There you can see this fish. Just avoid those hooks. Oh, oops. I'm trying to avoid the hooks. There's that fish there. Beautiful. Now this is fishing for food, so this fish here I'll actually keep, and that's, as I say, because it is coronavirus time, and yeah, you only are supposed to be fishing for food, not just for catch and release purposes or any of that sort of stuff. So this fish is going to get eaten. Oh, that one's on. Baby ones, these ones. Anyway, at least you know where you need to be when you find a fish even at this size. Back. Oh, there's one way up. There he is. Oh, he's got him. Oh, he's fighting too. There he is. Oh. He doesn't know what's happening. He thinks he's just eating a bloody mullet. And now he's got one through the head. Alright, that fish is actually eating that pretty well. Silly bugger. Just free spool this reel for a minute, and I'll bring him back. Take a look at this fish now. This reel between my legs. He's kicking in my hands this one, so he didn't fight that hard. There he is there. There's that surface lure right in his mouth there. Well, they're not too bad barra feeding anyway. They're quite good. There you go. This little corner here was what I was going to say. There's a little a little tiny barra, this one. But just goes to show you. Goes to show you what's in here. Using Nemesis 4-inch paddle tail today in the Fire Tiger colour. That little jig head there is a Berkley Nitro Saltwater Pro, and it's just a number 1 3/8 ounce. Seems to be perfect. Seems that the barra take it right up at the head. There's been a few hits in here now. There's some prawns and things like that moving around. It's got 50-pound Berkley Vanish leader on here, and this little rod's a little Ray Rex 5'6" banana bender. One of my little favourite rods I've been using lately. It's probably going to hook up in a second here. Just drop it on this little, drop it on this little snag here. Oh, it's slippery here at the moment. I'll actually cast this way. Jesus, some buffs going on. Do seem to be feeding more so on the prawns, but the hits are out here as well, so I haven't cast there yet. Oh, that's on. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's a barra. Yeah, it's a barra. Oh, good one too. There he is. Oh. Well, there you go. Apparently that Fire Tiger worked well. Snag me. These little Abbey rods, man, they got some PRA. Oops, he's just jamming that side there then. Should have pulled a bit harder. There he is. Back him off just a little bit. He's a bit mean. Man, that thing's fired up, tell ya. There's that little Fire Tiger hanging out of the top of its mouth there. Alright, see if we can just get this one up and lead him up without busting him. Keep him as clean as we can for a photo, hopefully. Quick look at that fish. Oh, he's probably 72 odd or something like that. There's that Berkley Fire Tiger, the 4-inch Nemesis hanging out of his mouth there. Sweet. Here's that cast well, that rod. Aussies. Let's say these things. Oh, it's on, yes! Oh, that's a jack. Oh, another jack. Damn, that hook in a bit. Out of them snags, it's a good jack too. Nice. Oh, Mangrove. Just got him. I was dead set dropped that fish then. Hook just fell out. Just showing you what I'm going to put on now. This one's the Berkley Chopo 120mm, and I'm not sure what that colour's called. Where are we? Just called the bone colour. Throw that one on. All I'm trying to do now is imitate a mullet, which is basically what the barra is feeding on here. That and anything that comes in pretty much, but generally speaking the bigger ones are keen for a big mullet, and a long time a little gar that are coming in as well. Not a lot of herring and things like that up here, but anyway, we'll tie this one on. Let's tie it on with a basic loop knot. too, as you can probably hear. Just gonna, just 'cause I don't want to take my buff off, I'm just gonna wet that leader with the salt water rather than my mouth. So some Aussies here are pretty thick. Out there. Dare I say it, this thing is going to get smashed. Ooh, flash me on it. Ooh, another one. Oh yeah, that's on. What's that? Is it a trevally? That's a jack. That's a good jack for a surface lure. Holy hell. That's wicked. I wasn't expecting a jack. Jesus. What a nice fish. Oh, that one too. Oh. Fat fish. Oh. On the choppo. Oh, I'm just... Okay, now it's already down for you. Sweet. Oh yeah, that's on. Oh, that's a better fish. See, they were sitting on them. What is that? Is that another jack? That's a Barramundi. So it's another jack, isn't it? It's about another one, mate. Not really even worth taking a shot of. Or is it? Oh. Settle down. Oh. Easy. A little barbie one. Surface lures, but they definitely work. Usually means it's pikey brim. Oh, it's on. Yep. What's that one? Jack, is it? Feels like a jack. Or a cod. No, it's a jack. Not a bad little jack either. There we go. Sorry, you won't be able to see this one if I don't hold it up. Jacks aren't exactly, oops. Jacks aren't exactly the biggest thing. We leading now, this one. There you go, nice little, I don't know what he'd be, 38 probably centimetre jack or something like that. These are like any other frogs, but I've got a weight on here and I'm letting it sink down. I'm using it a little bit like a lobbyist, but as you can see, that was the one's on. Oh, that's a better fish. Oh, God. Little ray rex here. Perfect for this. Oh, this one's probably how good. I don't know how big he is. Oh, not a bad fish though. Screaming along the bank. This one's a little Garcia ray rex rod. It is called a banana bender. And it is getting bent right now. Heaps of power in this little rod though, which is great for a rod of its size. So that one's caught on the Berkley rib. Oh, he come off! Mangrove! It's one of the problems about fishing weedless. You tend to rip a hole in the fish's mouth and they come off like that.